is waiting in winners final, and BDB and Uno will have to play for the right to play them. Now, we could be seeing a repeat of the winners final from last week where we saw Uno take Juice to 5 games. But the question is, BDB, the number 5 in Philadelphia, and definitely earning that spot with his Rosalina and Rob play. The question is now, how does Uno cope with that, and can he get yet another upset on BDB this week?
I don't know. I honestly,
if David got out of his head, he could take out Juice. I feel it.
all right. Quote from the man.
Yeah. We did see now in the grand finals of Fully Charged 4, hosted by our friend Flygon. Shoutouts to Flygon. Over in Phoenixville. We did see BDB and Juice in that grand final, and we saw him play 4 different characters.
Yeah.
But then a switch on the 3rd game. Juice had him down 2-0, and BDB switched to Bayonetta.
Pulled it all the way back. Yeah.
He switched to Bayonetta and took it to a game 5 where finally Juice won as that Corrin.
See, David has the potential. He just gotta use it.
He definitely does. He definitely does. But man, he just matches up that ZSS and Corrin. He just has an answer for Rosalina, for Rob, for a lot of things.
I've seen it. He's crazy.
It is.
I mean, I know. I play video games with the man. I know he's good. You don't got to tell me.
So we're going to see now Uno against BDB for the right to play the number 1 in Philadelphia Juice. We're going to Smashville for game 1. Here we go.
All right. Let's see what we got going on here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a monkey and we got a princess. And the princess got a star. And that star is probably the stupidest thing on the stage right now, but honestly, some would argue against that. But these back airs are saying otherwise. What are we gonna see here? Gets the banana pole. Luma just chilling in the back. Baits out a side B, scoops up off of it.
Yeah, and that's the thing about BDB. He relies so much on his opponents being aggressive and just timing out his attacks so well. But that's what's been giving him problems against Juice in the past. It's just the fact that Juice is so aggressive and so fearless in his attacks with ZSS, at least, that he's just not really able to cope with it much at all.
And it's difficult to handle that kind of thing. But getting back on stage, we're seeing a pretty even game so far, despite what the percents might say. And I mean, BDB playing kind of passive, at least so far, what I've seen. Which, I mean, I can't blame you. You kind of got to let Diddy dig his own grave. But
we've seen it happen in the past.
Oh, and an up smash to challenge the side B is going to take the first stock.
And yeah, we've absolutely, that is BDB's style. It's not super aggressive, just kind of let the game come to him. He's not even necessarily about dictating the pace of play so much as he is, yeah, you're absolutely right, letting those players dig their own grave. He's certainly faced players on the top of the Philly PR before, such as Blazing Pasta or Uno, playing as Diddy Kong, and he's handled them to relatively decent effect.
And he's been challenging these monkey flips so fantastically. It's something that I really feel like people who struggle with Diddy, I think that's a good place to start, is to handle that kind of, oh no, we got the Luma disjoint, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no.
And Luma's going to keep spinning even into the great beyond. We got a new Luma coming out. He doesn't seem to be spinning nearly as much.
Yeah, no, that Luma seemed to have a better case of vertigo or something like that going on. But it will be Rosalina taking that first stock. That was weird. And that Luna, yeah. Well, yeah, that Luma definitely gone.
Yeah, you're gonna see. You thought it was passive before. Now it's gonna get a little bit more so. Waiting for Luma to come back, and there he is, or she is. I don't know. I never checked.
I don't know. It's
and Luma's dead. Wow, that was fast.
you never check. How do you check that?
Are you asking me? Because I
am asking you because I feel like you'd be the type of person to do that. Quite frankly,
you know, I feel like this is an accusation that
I
don't appreciate, but B, I don't know. And that up smash.
Well, I do know that Uno is up and out, and that BDB has taken the first game of this set. So, what can Uno do better for the next game? Because I felt like he had his chances, but just could not capitalize on many of them.
I mean, it's hard to find a real answer to something that like to that kind of passive play. Besides just, I don't know, like you gotta kind of let it. You gotta kind of take it as slow as BDB is taking it.
You're absolutely right. Now BDB is not impossible to get tilted. We did see we have seen it in the past, but at the same time, man, he is very famously puts a few people on tilt himself.
Did that dude just put on 34% with 2 up airs?
I think he did, yeah. That was a little ridiculous.
Moving on.
Yeah, hey, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
That was redonkulous. You kidding me?
We already see Diddy at like 77% now. Just absolutely just putting on the damage.
I mean, yeah, he's getting caught in the sweet spot of those aerials, and again, yeah, good use of Luma with those B attacks, of course. But
Luma gonna be gone for now, and I mean, like, watch how much nothing is gonna happen here. Like, this is something BDB is actually, I think it's one of the things he's best at, is just waiting till Luma gets back. Something I see in a lot of Rosalina players is that they can't wait for Luma. They just keep going regardless of whether or not they have the star.
Oh, no! Gets tagged by Luma! What a trade!
Luma's like, if I go down, I'm taking you with me.
That's what put him to the number 5 spot in Philadelphia. BDB, take a bow. And just like that, we are even at 1 stock apiece. Goodness gracious, BDB clutching victory from the jaws of defeat. Could this be what turns the tide of this bout?
Up tilt, just kind of keeping that space. We're going to see here Diddy with the stage control. Something that is very difficult to handle, but I mean, now we're going to lose Luma. And
tags Luma off the stage, perhaps a measure of revenge for Uno. Trying to exercise his demons right there.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Nice movement from Uno there, just trying to keep the mix up. Catches the monkey
up air
again, double up air.
Seriously, I mean, again, like, not huge knockout potential, but, man, just piles on the damage. I think one of those just took 21% on itself.
I mean, hey, we already talked about it.
Yeah, sorry, Nana, we were hype.
Oh,
I was
no.
hype.
Oh,
no, that's a badass D, and just like that, BDB moves on to winner's final.
If you're Diddy and you find yourself that low, it's really, really hard to say anything about, a Luma Rosalina.